somebody crosses your boundary and you're not issuing a consequence to the boundary violation, it's not a real boundary. I just had this conversation with somebody. He said, my girlfriend wants to do something with another man that I'm not cool with. And so I told her that if she did that, we wouldn't be in a relationship anymore. And that's my boundary. She got upset and told him that his boundary was unreasonable and that he was being controlling. So because he lacked trust in himself, his values, and his relationship needs, he allowed her words to influence him and he stayed in the relationship. Now, I don't know all of the details, but now he's questioning if his boundary really is controlling. So I told him, well, you didn't issue a boundary. What you issued was a threat or an ultimatum, and it was communicated in a way that is controlling, just like Jonah Hill and his long list of boundaries, because real boundaries don't tell people what they can and cannot do, which is exactly what he did with how he communicated it. So he said, well, I'm allowed to decide that I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who behaves that way. And I said, absolutely, you're right, you are. This would be considered a deal breaker, but there are ways to communicate your deal breakers so they're not issued as threats or ultimatums. If it was a real boundary rooted in self-preservation and honoring your values, you would have simply ended the relationship. The moment you realized that she thought it was okay to do these things with other men and that went against your value system is the moment you needed to end the relationship. But instead, you told her how she needed to behave in order to have a relationship with you. This is an ultimatum and this is control. You know the saying, let people do what they want to do so that you can see what they would rather do? This applies here. Just because somebody made a decision to partner up with you, it doesn't mean that they're obligated to comply to your list of personal boundaries. You're not entitled to that. And vice versa. If you think they are obligated, then you have belief systems rooted in entitlement, objectification, and expectation of submission. When you give people the freedom to behave how they want to behave, you will see what they value, and you use that information to discern if it's a good relationship. The moment they behave in ways that go against your value systems or what you need in a relationship is the moment that you simply just need to end the relationship. When you end the relationship, that is when it becomes your boundary.